Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Be sure to subscribe to our channel. We publish new videos every day. Don't forget, grab your smartphone and download the Lava Matra app and stay in touch. Guru Maharaj's message is your advantage. The following is a Sri Krishna Chaitanya book compilation given by His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj on September 19th, 2020 in Sridham, Mayapur, India.
Pangalangayate Garim Yachita Chadahanmande Sri Gurum Nidhariram Paramananda Madhavam Sri Chaitanya Iswaram Harihi Om Tat Sat. So we're continuing Sri Krishna Chaitanya pastimes.
So we are continuing the Sri Krishna Chaitanya pastimes.
Chandrasekhar Acharya has returned to Navadvip.
Chandrasekhar Acharya had returned to Navadvip.
And he had delivered the message of Lord Nityananda.
He had delivered the message of Lord Nityananda
And told of Lord Chaitanya's taking sannyas.
and told them Lord Chaitanya's taking sannyas. Shri Murari Gupta Karcha 3.4.1. When Shri Advaita, together with the others saintly Brahmanas whose composure was shattered by relishing the sublime qualities of Hari, heard from Acharya Ratna the news of Gaura's renunciation of the world, they wept most pitiably with cries of anguish.
That the Lord or Hari would do the austerity of taking sannyas.
To think that the Lord Gaurahari will do the austerities by taking sannyas.
Also that they thought they might be deprived of his association.
Also that they thought they might be deprived of his association.
Therefore, for various reasons, they started to cry, weep very pitiably.
So for various reasons, they started to cry, weep very pitiably.
চৈতন্য ভাগবত অন্তখণ্ড চন্দ্রশেখর কর্তৃক নবদ্বীপে প্রভুর বার্তা জ্ঞাপন। তবে নবদ্বীপে চন্দ্রশেখর আইলা সভা স্থানে কহিলেন প্রভু বনে গেলা।
When Chandrasekhar Acharya arrived in Navadvip Dham, he told everyone,
When Chandrasekhar Acharya arrived in Navadvip Dham, he told everyone,
Lord Gauranga has taken sannyas.
Lord Gauranga has taken sannyas.
প্রভুর বার্তা শ্রবণে নবদ্বীপস্থ ভক্তবৃন্দের অবস্থা। চন্দ্রশেখর মুখে শুনি ভক্তগণ আর্তনাদ করি সবে করেন ক্রন্ধন।
And the assembled devotees heard the news from the mouth of Chandrasekhar Acharya.
When the assembled devotees heard the news from the mouth of Chandrasekhar Acharya,
They all began to cry loudly.
They all began to cry loudly.
So they were crying out of great separation of the Lord.
So they were crying out of great separation from the Lord.
Suddenly, Lord Gauranga took sannyas.
Suddenly, Lord Gauranga.
Certainly,
Lord Gauranga took sannyas.
if he took sannyas,
If he took sannyas,
he cannot come back to Navadvip, to his house.
he cannot come back to Navadvip, to his house.
কোটি মুখ হইলেও সেসব বিলাপ বর্ণিতে না পারি সে সবার অনুতাপ।
If I had 10 million mouths,
If I had 10 million mouths,
I would not be able to describe that everyone's lamentation.
I would not able to describe everyone's lamentation.
And everyone's sorrow.
And everyone's sorrow.
অদ্বৈত বলয়ে মোর না রহে জীবন বিদরে পাষাণ কাষ্ঠ শুনি সে ক্রন্ধন।
Advaita Acharya said,
Advaita Acharya said,
I cannot remain alive.
I cannot remain alive.
Unquote.
Unquote.
On hearing his weeping,
On hearing his weeping,
even stones will melt.
even stones will melt.
A stone and wood will melt.
Even stone and wood would melt. Will melt.
অদ্বৈত শুনিবা মাত্র হইলা মূর্ছিত প্রাণ নাহি দেহে প্রভু পড়িলা ভূমিত।
Advaita Prabhu, as soon as he heard this news,
When Advaita Prabhu, as soon as he heard this news,
he fell unconscious.
he fell unconscious
And no sign of life in his body.
with no sign of life in his body.
Lord Advaita fell to the ground.
Lord Advaita fell to the ground.
সচি দেবী শোকে রহিলেন জড় হইয়া কৃত্রিম পুতুলি যেন আছে দণ্ডায়া।
Mother Sachi Devi and sorrow, she remained stunned.
Mother Sachi, in sorrow, she remained stunned.
Like she stood there, immovable,
She stood there, immovable,
like a artificial doll.
like an artificial doll.
ভক্তপত্নী আর যত পতিব্রতাগণ ভূমিতে পড়িয়া সবে করে না ক্রন্দন।
The devotees chaste wives
The devotees' chaste wives
and all the married ladies,
and all the married ladies,
they fell to the ground
they fell to the ground
and they were crying.
as they were crying.
অদ্বৈত বলয়ে আর কি কার্য জীবনে, সে হেন ঠাকুর মোর ছাড়িল যখনে।
Advaita Prabhu said,
Advaita Prabhu said,
what is the use of my life
"What is the use of my life
when such a Lord has left me?
when such a Lord has left me?"
প্রবিষ্ট হইমু আজি সর্বথা গঙ্গায়, দিনে লোকে ধরিবে চলিমু নিশায়।
Today I will enter and drown myself in the holy Ganges.
Today I will enter and drown myself in the holy Ganges.
People will grab me during the day
People will grab me during the day
and stop me.
to stop me,
So I will go at night.
so I will go at night.
এই মতো বিরহে সকল ভক্তগণ সবার হইল বড় চিত্ত উচাটন।
In this way, all the devotees
In this way, all the devotees
are filled with mellows of separation.
were filled with mellows of separation,
And everyone's hearts were agitated
and everyone's hearts were agitated
with great feelings.
with great feelings.
Feelings of separation.
Feelings of separation. Everyone's hearts were agitated with great feelings of separation.
কোনো মতে চিত্তে কেউ স্বাস্থ্য নাহি পায়, দেহ এরিবারে সবে চাহেন সদায়।
They could not find any means to pacify their consciousness.
They could not find any means to pacify their consciousness.
So they constantly desired to give up their bodies.
So they constantly desired to give up their bodies.
যদ্যপি সবে পরমহাধীর, তবু কেহ কাহারে করিতে নারে স্থির।
Although they are all greatly most sober,
Although they were all greatly most sober,
however, no one of them was able to pacify any of the others.
however, no one of them were able to pacify any of others. Any of the others.
আশ্বাসময়ী আকাশবাণী ভক্তগণ দেহত্যাগ ভাবিলা নিশ্চয় জানি সবা প্রবোধি আকাশবাণী হয়।
And all the assembled devotees had decided, had resolved to certainly give up their bodies.
When all the assembled devotees had resolved to certainly give up their bodies,
they heard solacing words from a voice in the sky.
they heard solacing words from a voice in the sky.
দুঃখ না ভাবিও অদ্বৈত আদি ভক্তগণ সবে সুখে করো কৃষ্ণচন্দ্র আরাধন।
All devotees headed by Advaita,
O devotees headed by Advaita,
do not feel saddened.
do not feel saddened.
It's all happily engaged in the worship of
You should,
Lord Krishna Chandra.
you should all happily engage in the worship of Lord Krishna Chandra.
Unquote. This is a
Quote unquote.
সেই প্রভু এই দিন 2-4 বাজে আসিয়া মিলিব তোমা সবাকার মাঝে।
the Lord Gauranga in 2 to 4 days.
Lord Gauranga in 2 or 4 days
From now,
from now
and meet all of you.
will meet all of you.
He'll meet and he'll he'll be in the midst of you.
And he will be in the midst of you. Be in the midst of you.
Okay.
Since the devotees headed by Sri Advaita were extremely unhappy due to Sri Chaitanya Deva's acceptance of sannyas, they resolved to give up their lives. At that time, they heard a voice from the sky telling them that Sri Gaurasundara's enactment of the pastime of giving up the external dress of a devotee was only temporary. His pastime of accepting sannyas was for giving up the association of non-devotee. Another reading for
দেহত্যাগ কেহ কিছু না ভাবিও মনে পূর্ববৎ সবে বিহরিবা প্রভু শনে।
Do not think about giving up your bodies.
Do not think about giving up your bodies.
None of you should think about giving up your bodies.
None of you should think about giving up your bodies.
As before, you will
And for sure you will
enjoy pastimes with Lord Gauranga again,
enjoy pastime with Lord Gauranga again,
like before.
like before.
শুনিয়া
Unquote.
Unquote.
শুনিয়া আকাশবাণী সর্বভক্তগণ দেহ ত্যাগ প্রতি সবে ছাড়িলেন মন।
After hearing the voice from the sky,
After hearing the voice from the sky,
all the assembled devotees
all the assembled devotees
gave up the idea
gave up their idea
of giving up their bodies.
for giving up their bodies.
করি অবলম্বন প্রভুর গুণনাম সচিবেরি ভক্তগণ থাকে অবিরাম।
And then taking Lord Gauranga's transcendental qualities and holy name,
Thinking Lord Gauranga's transcendental qualities and holy name
as their solace.
taking Lord Gauranga's transcendental qualities and holy name as their solace.
The devotees constantly remain in the company of Mother Sachi.
The devotees constantly remained in the company of Mother Sachi.
So you see the slight difference of version between the Chaitanya Bhagavat and Chaitanya Mangal.
So we see a slight difference in the versions of Chaitanya Mangal and Chaitanya Bhagavat.
Both must be true.
Both must be true.
It's not clear what order which came in.
It's not clear what order which came in.
One, the Advaita Prabhu had decided to take his life.
The Advaita Prabhu had decided to take his life.
All the devotees were so decided,
All the devotees so decided,
since they didn't think that they could survive without the blissful association of Lord Chaitanya.
since they didn't think that they could survive without the blissful association of Lord Chaitanya.
But then this Akashvani, this voice from the sky, came to advise them.
Then a Akashvani, a voice from the sky, came to advise them.
Also, Lord Nityananda told Chandrasekhar that he would bring Lord Chaitanya to the house of Advaita in Shantipur.
Also, Lord Nityananda told Chandrasekhar that he would bring Lord Chaitanya to Lord Advaita's house in Shantipur.
So it seems that this must have happened after.
So it seems that this must be happened after.
Anyway, the devotees in Navadip are just like put through a great separation.
So the devotees of Navadvip had been put through a great separation.
Just like Advaita told Mother Sachi that just as Kausalya had to suffer separation while Lord Ram
Just like Advaita told Mother Sachi, just like Kausalya have to suffer separation from Lord Ram
while he was in the forest for 14 years.
while he was in the forest for 14 years.
Just as Mother Yasoda suffered separation when Krishna went to Mathura.
Just like Mother Yashoda suffered separation from Krishna when he went to Mathura.
Like that, Mother Sachi is suffering separation when Lord Chaitanya took sannyas.
So like that, Mother Sachi is suffering separation when Lord Chaitanya took sannyas.
So, since Navadip is described by Lord Krishna to Radharani,
Since Navadip has been described by Lord Krishna to Radharani,
and not different from Vrindavan,
is not different from Vrindavan.
so therefore the devotees of Navadip could have a very close association with Lord Chaitanya.
So that the devotees of Navadvip could have close association with Lord Chaitanya.
Also, when he left to take sannyas,
Also, when he left to take sannyas,
they felt great separation.
they felt great separation. Thus ends Acharya Ratna's breaking news of Nimai's sannyas to the devotees in Navadvip.
Any questions?
Any questions? This is from Kakuli Rani Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Oh.
Kakuli Rani Mataji. Hare
Oh.
Krishna Guru Maharaj. Please accept my most respectful obeisances, Guru Maharaj. All glories to you. I am feeling very thankful listening pastimes of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu since very long from you, Gurudev. I was wondering, we didn't listen all this pastime from any our ancestral fathers up to now. Like Mahaprabhu, they didn't listen all these pastimes from any our ancestral fathers up to now. Like Mahaprabhu taking the form of Varahadev, Narsimadev, etc. In the same time, I feel very grateful and fortunate to listen from you, Gurudev. She is thanking you, Srila Guru Maharaj.
Since that's the thing, is that each transcendental book has some different angle of and detail of the pastime.
Just like I said, each transcendental book has a different angle of each pastimes.
The Chaitanya Charitamrita gives more details on the latter part of Lord Chaitanya's pastime.
Like the Chaitanya Charitamrita gives more details on the later part of Lord Chaitanya's pastimes.
The Chaitanya Bhagavat gives more details of the earlier pastime.
Like the Chaitanya Bhagavat gives more details of the earlier pastimes.
Chaitanya Mangal gives details before the Lord's appearance
Chaitanya Mangal gives more details before the Lord's appearance
and interspersed.
and
Interspersed.
interest.
fill the gaps.
Oh, intermediate.
Like that, many different scriptures that give different details.
Like that, there are many scriptures which gives different details.
We're trying to combine all these together
So we are trying to compile all these together
as far as possible,
as far as possible,
so that the devotees can enjoy the details of Lord Chaitanya's pastime.
so that the devotees can enjoy the details of Lord Chaitanya's pastimes. Question from Ashtashaki Gunamayi Devidasi. Guru Maharaj, what we should do if two senior or guiding devotees give different advices?
Your Diksha Guru will be the top authority
Your Diksha Guru would be the top authority
because he has to take the karma.
because he has to take the karma.
So others are like uncles, and they give our elder brothers, and they give some advice.
So others, they are like your uncles, like your elder brother, they'll give some advice.
If that's contradictory, then the Diksha Guru is like your father. So
And if that contradicts, then your Diksha Guru is like your father.
and naturally the father is more important
And naturally, the father is more important
in this kind of relationship.
in this kind of relationships. Hare Krishna Gurudev, please accept my respectful obeisances. Thank you for the wonderful class. Gurudev, how can we get Lord Chaitanya's mercy like Narayani or Keshav Bharati or many other devotees in Chaitanya Charitamrita? How can we also become an object of Lord Chaitanya's mercy? Sometimes I feel my heart has not changed even a bit from the time I started practicing Krishna consciousness. I feel very discouraged, Gurudev. How can we get the Lord's mercy so our heart transforms into the heart of a devotee?
Who asked the question?
Nandita Chawla.
Huh?
Nandita Chawla.
Prabhupada said that this was a gradual process.
Prabhupada said that this was a gradual process.
It seems that you're not yet initiated.
It seems that you are not yet initiated.
So the initiation is a spiritual birth.
The initiation is a spiritual birth.
You're still in an unborn embryonic stage.
You are still in an unborn embryonic stage.
If you want to achieve this consciousness of Krishna,
If you want to achieve this consciousness of Krishna,
you go through the process totally.
you should go through the process totally.
And that includes taking shelter, taking initiation of a qualified spiritual master,
That includes taking shelter, taking initiation from a bona fide spiritual master,
and progressing in the path of devotional service.
and progressing in the path of devotional service.
It's not that overnight necessarily will achieve some blessing like Keshav Bharati.
It's not that overnight naturally one achieves blessings like Keshava Bharati.
Certainly, these are very special associates of the Lord.
Certainly, these are very special associates of the Lord.
Just to be one of the millions of people in a Sankirtan
Just to be one of the millions of people in the Sankirtan
would be a great blessing.
would be a great blessing.
It said that Murari Gupta was Hanuman,
It stated that Murari Gupta was Hanuman,
Sridhar Thakur was Narad Muni.
Srivas Thakur was Narad Muni.
To be one of these devotees
To be one of these devotees
is not a simple thing.
is not simple thing.
Just to associate with the Lord, to chant His kirtan. We do not have one of these lead roles right at the beginning.
Just to associate with the Lord, to chant in His Sankirtan, it is not the lead.
Not that we would necessarily have one of the lead roles.
Not necessarily that we will have the lead roles,
Like being the Guru of Lord Chaitanya,
like being the Guru of Lord Chaitanya,
like Keshav Bharati or Ishwar Puri,
like Keshava Bharati or Ishwara Puri,
or Mother Sachidan.
or Mother Sachi, like that.
We can't compare ourselves to these the great associates of the Lord.
We can't compare ourselves to these great associates of the Lord.
But somehow we can serve the Lord, assist Prabhupada in spreading this Krishna conscious movement around the world.
So somehow we can serve the Lord, serve to assist Srila Prabhupada to spread this Krishna consciousness movement all around the world.
Then we can be appreciated by, we can be accepted by Lord Chaitanya.
Then you will be appreciated by, or you will be accepted by Lord Chaitanya.
Alright?
Hare Krishna. All right?
Do you like our ad-free videos? Be sure to subscribe to our channel. We publish new videos every day, and don't forget to like and share our channel.